only going to have to try and run with him, but you're going to have to try and tackle him in the open field.
From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 47. Here's Murray. And complete to Zach Ertz. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. And he'll get it inside the 35.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Going quickly out wide to Moore. And they're going to move it down to inside the 25.
First drive of the game. We did see this in practice, didn't we? Because they allowed us to stay and watch and see what the opening script would be, even though we don't know the exact play calls. That looks a lot like what we saw them execute, doesn't it?
It really does. And in practice, it wasn't about a lot of big shots on the opening drive. They wanted to put together a series of plays, sustain it. They've done that. The defense now on their heels a little.
That they are. And you know what else is happening now? They're gaining information. They're gaining knowledge about how the defense is planning on playing them. So not only are they being successful on this drive, they're filing things away for future drives in this game.
Pretty effective run there, and now they can start to smell that end zone.
Pound the rock. Make sure you use your O-line to set the tone of dominance and physicality, and pound the rock.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. They fake the handoff. Now Murray. And this will be swung out here for counter. And they're going to get this down inside the 15. Really a solid start here on the opening drive, Charles. He's now 4-4, and they're already in plus territory.
Brandon, he's been so precise to start this game, like we're watching an operation taking place right now. Master surgeon at work.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Murray a give. This is counter. He's going to get 4 out of this as he's down to the 10-yard line.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. To throw is Murray. Forced out to his left. They'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's 3rd down.
That's an early scramble to be viewed positively by either side. From the offensive point of view, it begins to establish him as a possibility to keep it on certain plays. And defensively, they avoided giving up a huge play in one of their first tests in containing a quarterback on the run.
So play number 10 now coming. It's been a long opening drive, but this is 3rd down. Here's Murray. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
What an excellent defensive stand there in the red zone. against tight coverage, they certainly recognized how important it was to bring up fourth down here.
Fourth down, Murray off, and the Cards field goal unit and Matt Prater out there now. From the left hash, a chip shot here. Prater's kick is good, and the Cardinals have the first points. It's 3-0. And all in all, a pretty decent opening drive, Charles. Pretty balanced. They had the passing game going and the rushing attack, too.
I would think they have to be happy with that start because you get your ground game going, which means your offensive line and your runners are pretty happy, and then you get your aerial attack going as well, so your quarterback and receivers have smiles on their faces. Now both up to speed, awaiting their next possessions for this game. They can't wait to get started again.
Kene Nwangwu. And he's going to score. It's a Viking touchdown. That kick return falls 1 yard short of the on-time mark as it goes down as a 108-yard return. And the Vikings are able to answer the early 3 points and take a first-quarter lead. Joseph connects on the extra point, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff. And we will not see an attempt to match that return touchdown, as this will be a touchback and bring it out to the 25. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And they dipped a game below 500 following the loss last week. And you get the sense that maybe this team's at a little bit of a crossroads here.
Yeah, I think that's a really good way to put it, because what's that old malaprop? If you come to a fork in the road, take it. Because this crew, they're losing ground fast. They've got to start winning some ball games. And the good teams, they're starting to separate themselves, and these guys are being left behind.
Second and 6, just inside the 30. Throwing now is Murray. Caught by the tight end Ertz. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Murray now. Buying time to his left. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. The 38-yard line, 2nd and 9. They'll try the left side with Connor. And he'll muscle his way up to the 43 for a pickup of right around 5.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Play action. Now it's Murray. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Eric Kendricks. And the return across midfield into the 46-yard line. Unfortunately for him, if last week was any indication, we knew a pick was coming at some point. Last week it was interception after interception, and here we go again.
We actually quit counting last week at a certain point because I thought I was going to run out of fingers, right? Because I'm not all that skilled as a mathematician. But you're right, it felt like a matter of time, and you got to think the guys on defense, they couldn't wait for this opportunity after what they saw on tape.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. He'll get 15 and a Vikings first down.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
They run again on first down. Cook. And he's going to get this one down to the 30. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Here's Cook again. And he'll get about 3 as he's brought down to the 28.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks, allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
They got to get it to the 21 here on 3rd down. Third down, here's a run by Cook. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down. Defensively, though, they had a chance there to hit him for a loss. Couldn't get it done.
Looked like someone was able to knife into the backfield, but he wasn't able to get him down. But his compatriots, they were able to grab him at the line of scrimmage and not let him get any further downfield.
Cousins to throw for it on 4th. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he is going to pick up the Vikings first down as they find a way to convert on 4th and 10. That's a 4th down pickup of 10 yards and an opportunity certainly missed on the defensive side. So this drive going to continue following the conversion on 4th. Here's 1st and 10. Cousins gives way to Cook. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. Again, it's Cook. And he's going to push his way down to about the 12. 9 good yards there on the run, and now third down.
On a second and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on third down.
2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3, our score. This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4. Left side, Cook. And he takes this down to about the 2 before going out of bounds. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
They'll run with Cook. And he will take this one into the end zone for a Viking touchdown. Dalvin Cook, his 3rd rushing touchdown of the year, as his guys are able to extend their lead. Joseph connects on the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to 11. Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to want to look to hit a couple shorter passes and get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. To throw, it's Murray. This will be caught once again by Brown.
Murray's pass, complete to Marquise Brown. 10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches at their 49-yard line.
A good gain on 1st has him set up with 2nd and just a couple of inches now from the 29. From the gun, Murray. His throw incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
An incomplete pass on 2nd down leads us to 3rd and inches. Murray to air it out again. And he's got his man, Marquise Brown. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. couple of Oklahoma teammates there. Murray to Brown for a Cardinal first.
That's the third time on this drive that these two have connected with each other. They've got a real rapport going. And right now, it's paying off with big chunks of yardage, as shown by that last play.
Murray now on first down. That ball complete to Isabella. And they'll work this down inside the 30.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3. The Vikings 49-yard line.
From the 29, Murray looking for the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
They're putting together a drive here in the final minutes of the half, but the coverage has been tight all game long, and they certainly want to keep them off the scoreboard here.
Seventh play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. He'll try and run forward with counter. And he's able to work his way down inside the red zone to the 19-yard line. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second, as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From the red zone, here's the Heisman Trophy winner, Murray. Trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Eric Kendricks. And the Vikings will take over here at their own 14-yard line.
And when a team advances as far as they did, got over the 50-yard line, don't you think that drive deserved a better ending? I think he needs to get with his coaches on the sidelines, make some immediate adjustments, and that's what you do. You don't wait. You do it from series to series, because drives like that end with a turnover, that's multiple times they picked him off already in this opening half.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Already enjoying a 2-score lead here late in the second quarter. Not a ton of time left. We'll see if they can work this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 to add on even more to their lead. The Vikings going to signal for their first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Up the middle, it's Cook. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Cousins. That's complete to the receiver, Thielen. The Vikings going to use their 3rd and final timeout as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half.
Didn't they tell us in our meetings that they needed to account for him on each and every play?
You think? A guy of his caliber? So how does a guy like him get that wide open?
That usually means there's a tire breakdown on what the coverage was. Everyone thought they were doing something, and they were supposed to be doing something else. But bottom line is, no matter what, you have to know where he is and cover him on every play.
This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Eric Rowe. And the Cardinals are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line. They are in an interception mood on defense. Had 2 nice interceptions a week ago. Now 2 here in the first half.
Yeah, we call it ball hawking. And the only way to truly be good ball hawks is not guessing. It's not just simply anticipation. It's study and understanding what they like to do and beating them to the spot and creating big plays.
Well, they're watching the film, and it's working. After the turnover, here's Murray. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Andrew Booth picks it off, and he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. So we have reached halftime here in an 11-point contest. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Vikings have to like their position. They've got the lead. They get this football as well as we are back and underway for the second half. Kene Nwagu now out of his end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Starting the 3rd quarter with Cook. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. 50 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
Now that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've got to hit the jackpot there.
2nd down, they go right back to Cook. Only a gain of a yard, but that's all they needed.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the 1st down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the 1st down. That's exactly what they did.
A 1st down throw for Cousins. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete. This defense trying to do its part. Active hands on that play, but their offense hasn't given them much to work with.
So they're not going to worry about it. On their side of the ball, all they're concerned about, can they create some scoring opportunities and help out that offense?
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Here's a quick throw to Thielen. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down. They'll run it. Here's Cook. And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the 1st. Yeah, so they get that one, Charles, on the right tackle.
Yeah, oftentimes in that spot, you're trying to work against a defender, trying to set the edge in the running game, and you're trying to drive around and get your body twisted so that he can't get there. Sometimes your hands get too involved.
On 3rd down, Cousins. That's caught by the tight end, Irv Smith Jr. Past the 20. Touchdown, Vikings. Irv Smith Jr., his 2nd touchdown on the season, as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. Joseph connects on the extra point, and the lead is up to 18 now. Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, we were having a tough patch. This two shall pass, this two shall pass, and finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass, and that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here.
But they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football, and right now I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
Meanwhile, Murray's throw complete to McBride. And they'll have it in the red zone before it crosses over out of bounds. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes, your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. To Connor on the check down. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10. Throwing again on 2nd down. Murray. He'll dump this one off to Connor. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Connor will get down close to the goal line, but not in, as he'll be marked down at the 1. 2nd down and goal. Murray, and his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Andrew Booth picks it off. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. 10, 5, and he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Well, if there was any thought that this thing might turn around for this offense in the second half, I think those thoughts pretty well dashed after that interception return there.
It just has not been a good outing for this unit whatsoever. There's no other way to say it. They've been overmatched, haven't performed to the level that they've needed, and that throw there just going to contribute to this game getting out of hand.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
Murray now on 1st down. And my goodness, another interception. It's Cameron Dantzler who picks it. And he will take this across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his second interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ballgame, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Throwing, Cousins. Complete, Smith has it. And they'll work this down inside the 30.
And if anyone thinks they're just going to tuck their horns in and pull back off the throttle a little bit, you can forget it. Even with this big third-quarter lead, I think this team's going to continue to take their shots downfield, and there's another completion.
They'll try the middle with Cook. Might have gotten this one down to the 28, and that's all. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
It's a loss of 10 yards on the play. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here.
You want to talk about the proverbial deer in the headlights? That's exactly what he was when he got the ball. Went to hit a lane and get upfield, and all he saw? Extra defenders bearing down on him. Perfect time to dial up the blitz. An excellent call.
And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. This offense so far on 3rd down, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 19. Throwing is Cousins. Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down. A CD, they're up big, but they're still passing it. I mean, this is an offense that's had a lot of success in this game, and it seems like they're just having fun out there.
And it does feel like there's been a shift out there, doesn't it, partner? Listen, if you're up, you can continue to do what you want to do. It's up to the other team to make you change how you do things. They'll continue to throw it around until stopped.
And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. And this will get inside the 20 and be touchdown just outside of the 15-yard line.
At their own 16-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Murray to throw on 3rd and 1. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they've forced in this runaway contest.
Now Murray's got to have this one. And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. But no reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on fourth. That catch in his career is number 662, and that's significant because it ties him with Hall of Famer Ozzie Newsome.
Yeah, who was a wide receiver at Alabama before he transitioned in the NFL, and we're seeing similar attributes here because the ability to play inside, outside, flex out, he can catch it from any position and turn it into a big play.
Now he's got his eyes on 700. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling him almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Again, they'll throw with Murray. And this is caught. It's Brown. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. Now Murray. The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. Kyler Murray scoring on the keeper from 6 yards out. And the Cardinals are finally into the end zone here in this 4th quarter. Extra point good by Prater. And the lead is down to 28-10.
Cardinals 10.
After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. Nwangu now from his end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And it would appear that the open week a week ago came just at the right time as they have dominated the proceedings here into this 4th quarter. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here.
Brandon, sometimes it just comes down to the power of suggestion because I know exactly what they said all week long. We're coming off the open week. We'll have the fresher legs in the 4th quarter, and they will wilt when we get to that point. And right now, it appears that they're thinking that exact thing.
Yeah, offensively, they had the bye last week. Defensively, did not. Is that really a big factor? Is that more talk during the week?
I think the more that you talk about it, the more that you emphasize it, the more sometimes it comes true for your team. Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their 2nd. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the 1st. Another tote for the workhorse this afternoon. It's Cook. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a fourth down. The Vikings send out their punter as he'll punt it away for the second time. Here's more on the return. Might have needed just one more block as it stands, 37-yard return. And this offense takes over in great shape right at the 50, 1st and 10. Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring it down. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. Another try after the first down sack. Murray looking left sideline, incomplete. It just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
Over the middle here to Brown. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. They're going for it. Hits Murray. That's to his running back, complete. Yeah, he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Now Murray again. Caught by the tight end Ertz. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll give them a short yardage situation here for 2nd down.
And coaches always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Murray. And that is caught by Brown for a Cardinal touchdown. Hollywood, Marquise Brown from 17 yards out. And the Cardinals have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. So a little bit of a letdown there defensively. I mean, look, you're still 2 scores to the good, CD, but things may be a little more uncomfortable than they had hoped.
Yeah, if you'd kept them out of the end zone there, this game's over. You've locked the door on them. Instead, it's still open a little bit, and they've got a puncher's chance.
Down 2 scores, out of timeouts, a must recover if they're going to have any shot. And the Vikings able to recover. The hands team does its job. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number as empirical.
Two minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. Another yard would probably put this thing in the books. It's 2nd and 1. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. On 2nd down, it's Cook again. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming.
Well, I would have figured after the 9-yard run on the previous play, getting 1 more yard wouldn't have been much of a problem. But apparently it was, and now it's 3rd down.
Intercepted, maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Byron Murphy. And the Cards will take over here just shy of the 30. Now with that interception, you feel like we got a ball game again. Remember, 2-score contest and still time left here in the 4th.
And in the old days, not too long gone either. Throwing the ball here would have been an absolute no-no, but the way the game's played now, throwing it makes sense. You just have to be careful when you put it in the air.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
That's pretty difficult to sum it up offense in a 2-minute drill. When your guys are struggling to put points on the board all afternoon, there's an incompletion right there.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, here's Murray. And that's complete to Brown. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
A gain of 18 on the play. First down, Cardinals.
First down, Murray. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
A 6-yard pickup.
Murray to air it out again. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
8-yard pickup. And the Cardinals first down.
And this is Ertz with, and I think the ball's out. Wait a second, they declined the penalty?
I'm as puzzled as you are, partner. I don't understand how anytime you lose possession of the ball, yet you turn down a penalty that would give you possession back. Now let's make this simple. Anyone who plays the game, take the football. Always take the football.
J.J. Watt, the one that gets him down. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you've watched high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.